So,
Ed, from that point, how long did it take for the breakup to become operational?
well, the judge, believe it or not, I mean, the judge in the court where the antitrust case was conducted, he gave us 18 months to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, again, Charles Brown, whose belief was that we can do this, and the sooner the better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the decision is made, don't drag it out.
Right.
And the judge also said, this is another funny story. He said, this is the judge in Washington, he said, you have 6 months left to use the logo and the Bell name, and it's gone. And you see, we never, we always spoke in terms of the Bell Company or a particular Bell Company. I mean, our whole communication, I mean, strategy was not AT&T. So unless you were a share owner, you didn't know very much about AT&T,
right,
because we advertised as the Bell telephone system, and they, all had the same logo. So the judge, anyway, says 6 months, and so I blew up to our general counsel, not to the judge, and I said, "That's crazy. I mean, we own that logo. It's owned by AT&T. It has been from day one. What does he mean telling us we can't use it anymore?" And so anyway, so Howard and I went down and talked to the assistant, the Justice Department, higher command, and they were dubious about it, but they said, "Okay, we'll join you in a petition if that's the way you feel," and asked the judge to reverse himself. Mm-hmm. Took him about 10 seconds to read that petition and say, "That's the way it's going to be. Yeah. You don't have a logo." So we scrambled around. I won't get into the details of it but our design firm was out in Los Angeles that did our identity stuff, and so we told them we had to have a new logo, and we discussed it with them on the phone, and they flew into New York on a Sunday afternoon, and I had rented a hotel suite because I didn't want to do this in the office where that kind of stuff lands in garbage cans and you find it on the front page of the New York Times the next day. So anyway, so we were in this hotel room, and we were crawling around on our hands and knees, pushing layouts around on the floor, and the Bell that the new AT&T has modified it somewhat, but that Bell is what emerged from our crawling around the floor.
Really?
And somebody asked me, "Well, why do you like that?" And I said, "Well, it strikes me," this is giving away my age again, but I said, "It strikes me that it's durable. It looks like a guy in a blue blazer with gray pants, and it'd probably be in style for a while,
Yeah.
So anyway, that was the deal there. But 18 months to get the complete job done, and
how many companies were there, Bell companies that?
Well, there were 26 Bell telephone companies plus a manufacturing company, plus which was Western Electric, right, in those days.
Bell Labs.
And Bell Labs. And of course, each of those companies had subsidiary companies.
Right.
So,
right.
but the people, the top of each of those pyramids was a Bell company, except for Western Electric.
And that's absolutely great business history, told by someone who had a critical role. And I now want to take you to the formation of, well, let's talk a little about Arthur Page.
Okay. Before you get to that, one last thing. If there's anyone watching this who's crazy enough to want to know more of the details about the breakup, there's two terrific books. One by Steve Call. I think the book is titled Last Call, I think. Steve Call, who was then with the Wall Street Journal, but he did not cover us, but he undertook that book, and it's great. And the other one is a scholarly book by two professors, one at Johns Hopkins and one at, I believe, the management school at MIT. And I believe that one is called The End of the Bell System or something like that.
Both good books.
Excellent books, and they're widely available in libraries.
Good.
So I just wanted to throw that in.